back with, I've got all the dogs today. I've got Spry, Taylor, Ellie, and Bella. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it a little bit different than when Ben has been here. When Ben hasn't been here, I've been working with some of the older dogs just on stuff that we need to be working on, finding some things that they're struggling with a little bit, and we're getting back into our routine here in the spring. We get a lot better opportunities to do some more stuff, more options. We get a little bit in a rut during the winter with the amount of snow we get and the options that we have. We do the best we can, but admittedly we probably I enjoy the spring a lot more because the weather's easier to be working in, the conditions are a lot better, we get more options. So I started working with some of the older dogs and I'm finding a little bit of an issue, and it's funny because it's kind of a similar issue that Bella has been having or was having. We've worked through it pretty well, or we're continuing to work through it pretty well, but the issue was hitting a barrier and pushing through it. The other night I was out here sending the dogs through this tree line. It's kind of just overgrown brush, and then it's got on the other side where we dozed out some brush to clear that food plot on the other side, and we just left it as kind of a long brush fence, and for a couple years now it's served as pretty nice habitat for rabbits for us. But the drill that I was setting up was sending the dogs up and over, whether it be for memories or for marks. And Spry in particular had a really hard time getting past. She hunted into the brush just fine from this side. She went into it real well, but she'd hit that tree line that's down, basically like a little fence, little wall, and she immediately dispersed out left and right, wanted to hunt this side of it. She'd get over it and she'd want to hunt that side of it. We ran into it. We had Ben set up and throw marks for us. Remember that drill last week? We did it. We'd used that for Bella, and Bella had some issues with pushing through it as well. And so that couple days later or whatever, I came out and I thought, well, I'm just going to run it. A little more complicated with my older dogs. Ran into the exact same problems. So we've been working on pushing them through, and we got that fixed pretty well. They used to do it very well. It's just not doing it for a long time. It crept back up on us. So I'm going to replicate that, and then I'm going to show you a little bit of some added stuff that we've put onto it, making them run across an open field, making them go across another little barrier, making them hunt into a little bit of a set-aside grass over there. And then we reverse it and we have them do the same thing up and over a mound into the woods. So we're just lengthening them out, adding more different layers that they got to run through. So bare ground, cover, multiple stuff. Way more than what we would ask Bella to do right now. We're just asking Bella to go through one of them, go through two of them really, tree line and then the brush. But we're asking these older dogs to do a little bit more. And why I'm doing it today for Bella Be Good is Bella's not going to make a retrieve during this. What I have found is I started working her, and I recognized this pretty quickly. I took her with when I was working the older dogs, and it was quite a challenge for her. So her training is going to be during this session. It's just she's not going to be actively doing stuff. She's going to be actively having to be dismiss distraction. So she's going to watch the other dogs work. She's going to have to be quiet. I had a little bit of whininess out of her over the last couple nights. Not much. Enough that I corrected it. Give her a little easy enough. And I settle her in. I don't think it's an issue. It's not annoying. It's not out of control. I think it is enough to require me to correct and hush. But it's out of excitement. It's completely because of excitement. It's no other reason. So we need her to get past that. We need her to be able to take the excitement level that we're putting in front of her here and not allow it to get her impulse to whine to become a habit. So that's she's gaining from that. Steadiness is obviously something she's going to gain from. Patience is something she's going to gain from. She gets a little excited when the first dog breaks a retrieve back. I see her get down, I can see her crouch, I see her do everything she can physically to avoid boiling over and breaking. A couple times she's moved, I've picked her up and put her back on her place. So I have to be pretty conscious of because we're working multiple dogs here, I got to worry about the one dog, but I really got to be paying attention to her almost all the time. Adds a little bit of a complexity for myself, but real important. Have to have her start being able to work in these groups. Simply heeling under control. She heals so well, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a session with these older dogs for her and them. Then we're going to put the older dogs away, and I'm going to take her and I'm going to go work on some stuff with her that we kind of build off of the last time we filmed, and show you I've changed our fence so that we can get her jumping up and over. But I'm going to show you the difference between her heel work when we're by ourselves and the heel work when we're with these guys. I've got her on a lead because just adding this situation with these other dogs really amplifies her temptation and her inability to focus on what she needs to focus on details wise. Heel position. So she's going to heel with me. I've gotten into very much the habit of just slipping the lead behind me and carrying it behind me and allowing this heel work to correct itself with that little bit of pressure to the. So she's getting used to that. So you can tell, and we always say when we first start out, our heel work, we just got to dial it in. You know, this is a distracting area with lots of scents. It's not that driveway anymore, where the driveway allowed us so much focus. It's so easy for her. Well, we needed that when we first started. But now she's gotten really good at it. And I think if you think your dog is really good at it because you can heel in that one spot you've been working on, get up. If your dog's healing really well in that one spot that you're working on over and over and over, take them to a new spot, because it'll be a rude awakening of, you know, they're just not as good as you thought, because you've changed the elements. You've changed the situation location-wise. You've incorporated more dogs. Watch the difference. I mean, she's dialing in pretty nice with me here, but as soon as we get these other dogs involved, a big change takes place. Spry heel, Ellie heel, Taylor heel. So I'm going to set this up as a big circle. And we're going to walk over into that CRP type grass. It's real laid down right now, so it's not real thick. It's a lot laid. It's tall, but it's laying down. We're going to pitch a bunch of dummies in that area. We're going to walk a circle around. We're going to go around this tree line, come back out, and we're going to send the dogs through those barriers, have them make retrieves. Then I'm going to drop dummies on that side in the woods. I'm going to finish out our circle, come back and send dogs the opposite way. So we're just going to run, this is for our older dogs to go through cover, and then I'm going to fire a couple dummy launchers. And I've gotten, we're slowly working to the point where we're going to be having Ben's been shooting them, we're going to work it to the point where I'm shooting them. Have seen nothing negative with her as far as gunfire or loud noises. So now we're going to start building in the dummy launcher, because that's going to be a tool we're going to use with her for marking, and we're going to do it with these dogs as well. These dogs need it. These dogs are not real strong markers. I don't do a ton of marking, and I know I need to do more of it. So one of the things I'm going to do with Bella is try not to get myself in that hole that I have with these guys. We'll start building in marking with her a little bit earlier. Heel. So let's start setting up this circle. And as a trainer now, it does add to the complication for me. I got to pay attention to a lot more than just Bella. And you're going to see some bad habits that my dogs have. Taylor's got a terrible habit of hanging back. Spry wants to be a half step forward, Taylor wants to be a half step back. Ellie is a little in between, I'd say. But these are good examples of the importance of heel work. If you don't have good heel work, you can't do this, because we'd be struggling to even set it up. Come on, Taylor, let's go. Come on. Taylor, come on. With Taylor, I try to keep her within 5 yards. You can see as I pick up my pace, Bella here gets pretty lungy. Especially through this tall grass. This tall grass is hard on them. So we're going to pitch dummies. We'll spread them out a little bit. I've only got, I'll even put one of these. This is a dummy launcher dummy. So we're gonna put 4 out. So you gotta remember that. Sometimes when I start throwing a bunch of dummies, if I had more, I'd put more out. Sometimes you forget how many you got out there. You gotta be careful you don't send a dog for a dummy that's not there. Heel. You can see the energy level with Bella as there's dummies out there. Heel. There's dummies out there. There's other dogs around. It's distracting cover that we're walking through. Heel. Come on, Ellie. Ellie, heel. Heel. It's distracting for these guys, and I gotta pay attention to them too. Right now, quite honestly, if I had another lead, I might put it on some of these dogs. Heel. Come on, Taylor. I catch Bella regularly with just simply stopping, and I don't make a big deal of it. It's just keep her thinking. Come on. It's keep her thinking, keep her recognizing that she's got to pay attention. Come on, Taylor, let's go. Spry heel. Come on. You can see there's a lot of deer coming through here. I mean, trails are being used heavily. So this is all stuff that's real good as added layers of distraction for these guys. But remember, I'm not gonna send Bella on the retrieve here. Bella's value in this session is doing nothing and being okay with it. Nothing more than just a little heel work. I might even come into this woods a little bit here. Now if you had an aerial photo, if you had a topo, you'd see us making this big loop around, and then we're going to send through that food plot, which is just the other side of the tree line of the field that we are going to send through. Heel, heel, spry, heel. Right about here is about halfway. Sit, sit, sit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave Bella on sit. We'll probably send, I think what we'll do is we'll send Ellie first. But I'm in no rush. And this is about the pace that I would use with any of my older dogs. We set up a drill, we let some time go by, we take long roundabout ways of getting to where we're gonna send from. Now the value in this for these guys is if they don't understand or don't remember exactly how to get to the dummy, because we're not having them follow our trail back. This isn't a trailing memory, this is a big circle. So we've looped around quite a bit. We've gone through a couple different types of terrain and cover. Now what we're going to do is ask them to go across this open field, a hump, a little bit of open field, a wall of trees, a stretch of brush, an open field, another little hump that's kind of that ditch that I have dug out, and then across that CRP. So I don't know how far it is. It's probably 200 yards maybe. But there's a lot of different terrains that we got to cover. We couldn't send Bella on this. I don't know if we could send her on a trailing memory through here. Maybe, probably not. It's probably too much. Too many barrier changes. We saw that the other day. There's just too many barrier changes for her. Ellie, heel. Ellie. Ellie. Now, we're gonna send Ellie first. And so what's gonna have to happen is this Spry and Taylor and Bella are gonna have to stay very calm. Ben, why don't you get on that side so that you can see those dogs too? Because this is gonna be the important part, is get where you can see through. This is the important part. What these guys are doing when she's being asked to do something. I love what Bella just did. Good. Good. She got comfortable, she laid down. Now, as long as she's not gonna screw around. Now Taylor does the same thing. Good. Spry is a little intense and she probably won't. Spry really is ready to go at all times. You can just see it in her posture. Bella has settled in because Bella has realized the last 3 nights she goes and works at these other dogs and she doesn't do anything. She just has to lay there. Now she'll get excited when I send Ellie. And you can see Ellie's very ready to go. Look at her body language. Ellie. And I can see her, she's going across that last opening. She's up and over that last barrier. She's out into that CRP field. I'm just recognizing and realizing I forgot my whistle. Not a smart move on my part. Good. She's got a dummy, she's coming back. So I gotta be careful now because I don't have a whistle. So I have to recognize and realize, don't get yourself in a position where you're gonna have to help these dogs out too much because I don't have a chance, I don't have the whistle to stop them. Good. Right here. Sit. Right here. Right here. Right here. Dead. Good. Good. Ellie. Ellie. Sit. Spry. Heel. Now you can see that intensity in Spry. So great. I love that. What I really like is Bella's just relaxing. No peeps, no whines, no excitement when another dog comes in. That is different than what happened last couple nights. She's starting to get adjusted to it. Spry. Spry's out, Spry's over. Spry's fading to the right, but she just adjusted herself. She's up and over that last barrier and into the field. Now she's gonna have to hunt a little bit. She's on one right away. So I can just barely see her. But she's on her way back. She's got, I think, that orange dummy. Now Bella here got excited. You heard her squeak just a little bit. She had a hard time with that one. Spry goes out with a lot of enthusiasm. Good, come on. And I could just see that flash of orange in her mouth. Good, come on. Now I got 4 dummies out there. I'm gonna send Spry back for a second, because that's one thing that I've been working on with Spry, is getting her to go back. Go back to the same spot, heel. That became too much. Sit, sit, good. She's telling me she's sorry. Sit. That little creeping we can't have. Sit. Sit. Good. That little creeping I can't have. She came to me when I said heel. I think she heard that and went, go to heel. Spry. Heel. You sit. Good. This is one of those times when she does something wrong, we got to correct firmly, pick her up, put her back, tell her sit, be firm about it, but don't hold a grudge. Good. 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 But right now she's amping up as this session goes on. She's having a hard time containing it, but that's what she has to do. Now we're going to send Spry, and Spry's issue has been going back to the same spot multiple times. That's why we're going to let her pick 2 today. We'll let Taylor take the last one. Spry. Spry, go back. Spry. See that, just a hint of hesitation from Spry. Took 2 times I had to send her. She faded again to the right there. And what she's actually doing is she's going around that last barrier instead of through it. So that, I look at that and I go, I can work on that. And if I want to fix that, I can break this down shorter and send her and make sure she takes it, that last barrier. It's that last little mound and she wanted to go around it. So I can make sure she comes back over it, but she goes around it on the way out, which is not a huge deal. Just a tiny little squeak out of her, that's what we're getting. It's because of excitement. So she'll get through this, see this more often, and get used to it and get past it where it doesn't phase her to that point where she loses that control. Right here, good. Right here, good. But you saw that little bit of hesitation? Did. Sit. That little bit of hesitation. She gets up. I'm going to be real calm about this. Sit down. Sit down. Good. I didn't lose my cool on it. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I saw her stand up as soon as I took the dummy. That was too much for her. Look how tired she acts right now. She hasn't done anything, and she's the tiredest one, most tired here. Here's where it comes into the idea of mentally challenging a dog is just as exhausting as physically, sometimes more. She's more tired right now from not having to resist the temptation of running than she would be if she ran. She just ran twice and she's barely panting. She just ran one. She's barely breathing hard. Ah, ah, ah. Sit. This one acts like she ran a marathon. She's probably in one of the... Sit. Repeated little creep like that, I get firm. Good. Taylor. Taylor. Taylor's gonna clean it up and take the last one. Taylor, come here. Taylor is the slowest moving of the dogs. Oldest of them, of course. She's mom of Ellie, or of Spry. I'm reminding them to be steady. I don't need to remind her, she's not going anywhere. That one I need to remind. Ready? Ready? Sometimes I gotta amp Taylor up because she gets bored with training. She doesn't get that excited about going to get a dummy. So I gotta amp her up or she gets a little sticky. Ready? Ready? Watch. Taylor. Taylor, go back. Go back. Here! I'm gonna restart her. If I had a whistle, I'd have stopped her and recalled her. Here! Now out of all the dogs, she's forgotten where it is. Here! Spry, come here. So out of all the dogs I have, Taylor's forgotten it. Sit! Taylor's by far the best, I think. Here. So I'm gonna have to remind her. And like I said, she does not get excited about training anymore. She's very bored with training when they do stuff like this. Now I wish I had the whistle, but I'm gonna have to send, the reason I put Spry back there is because I'm gonna have to send her with more enthusiasm. And I don't want her to be tempted. Are you ready? Ready? Watch, watch, watch. Taylor, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Good. Here I lose sight of her. Good. Go back. Good. Now she takes the best line. Carried exactly the line that we're looking for. Good. There she went over the last barrier. Now she's into the field. So she ran the best line by far. Took all the barriers right on. But it took that enthusiasm in my voice to push her out there. Now I see her right there and she's hunting that area. So she did it the best in a lot of respects. She did it the best. In a lot of respects, she did it the worst. Because at first, I don't think she even remembered what the heck we were doing here. And that's why we reset it with her. There she's got it. And her line is perfectly straight back to me. She actually took the water. I mean, she didn't jump the water. I just saw the splash from her. You're gonna see her come right over the hill, right in line with that white cap of that mound. Oh, she slid to the right. Come on. Good. Good. And you heard her get excited as my tone picked up. I needed that tone to push her. The hard part was it got her excited. She fed off the tone as much as I did. You can see she went right through the water for us, held that really nice line. Good. Good. Very nice. But Bella, the challenge for her was listening to me push that excitement and handling it with herself. Now, one dummy, two dummies. Now we're getting some nice denial work. We're going to lace this area with some dummies. Good. Sit. Good. Heel. We're going to heel these guys out of here. Back around to the other side. And send them back. Heel. Now, again, we dropped some fresh dummies and these guys get a little antsy. Get a little antsy. They get a little excited. There's nothing wrong with that. I want them to have heel. I want them to have the excitement for what we're doing, but I also want them to be able to control their excitement and not lose the focus of staying under control. Which is why I think a lot of people question the idea of, am I taking the drive out of these? The heel. Am I taking the drive out? You see how much drive they have. Most people's dogs are described as having more than what I have out of mine. Able to turn it on and turn it off when you want it. And if you leave it on all the time and you have this mentality of I need to build it, build it, build it, there's more there than you probably can handle yourself as is. You don't need to build anything up. You need to maintain the control part of it. So we're gonna just finish, we're gonna make this circle around. heel. We're just going to flip this drill around, have them go back the other way. Same number of barriers, just opposite direction. And that can create issue. Taylor, get over here. Taylor's walking beautifully with Ben. Come on. So this is back right to the area that we were. Here's where they made those picks. Sit. Sit. Good. Good. Sit. Now, one thing I'm going to do before we start this one is this one we're going to add a little bit of complexity to, because we're going to send them to those, but we're going to fire a dummy. And this will end up being a memory that they'll pick later. So what we'll do is I'll launch it up in, I'm going to put it up into this open field. Now, this isn't the first time. You guys have seen how many times we fired shots around Bella. She's seen starter pistols tied to retrieves, dummy launcher. You shot the dummy launcher last time, didn't you? They were at a distance though. And so this time I'm going to take a little step away. I've got a lot of confidence in her not to respond negatively to it, but I am going to add a bit of distance. These are louder than the cap guns that we've been firing. So I'm just going to move off a little bit. I've got 3 dogs that I'm real confident in their steadiness to this, and that will have a good impact on Bella as far as showing her what to do, as opposed, I wouldn't do this with a dog that I think might break next to Bella, because it breaks, Bella breaks. So we fire that dummy out, and they all did good. Spry got excited. Spry would love to go make that retrieve right now. So I'm going to reward patience. I'm going to reward steadiness. Ellie, you're going to go. Ellie, come on. Heel, heel. Now what I'm going to do is, we always know them off of the last dummy. So I don't want that in her mind. That was the last one she saw. I don't want it in her mind. No, leave it. Heel. Watch. Ellie. That's barrier 2, 3, across an open field, up and over the mountain, that's 4, another barrier of field, and then she's gonna have to push into the woods. She carried her line really nicely. Good. Here she comes. Back through. Good. Good girl. Hold right here. Right here. Right here. I'm looking at Bella's little antsy feet here. Right here. Right here. Hold. Working on getting her to settle in a little bit when she comes in. Good. Sit. Good. Just letting her hold it for a little bit. That's something that we've been working on with her. Just to pause. I've let it slip a little bit, and her delivery has not been as sharp as I'd like. Just a tendency to turn her head a little bit. I want to get her in the habit of turning her head to me. Good. Dead. Dead. Good. Good. Heel. Sit. Bella's antsy feet again. Sit. Spry. Heel. Spry. One barrier, another cover, another little strip of trees. This is where she's got to go up and over. Good. Good. That pushes her. She's up and over the mound right now. So the second one, she's running real nice. Now the question will be, when I send her on the second one, will she hesitate? She gets sticky on that second one. And a lot of times I got to give her a command twice. And that's okay, but I want her to trust me when I send her on the first one. She's always going on the first one. It's when I say go back to the second one, she's going, I already picked it up. No, there's more there. Good. Come on. Come on. Good. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to send her on 2. Here. Good. Right here. Did. Good. Are you ready? Watch. Her head's off here. I don't think she's got it. Heel. Good. Watch. Sprout. Good. Good. I timed that good with that last barrier because that's the one she struggled on the other day. She was having a hard time getting past, she'd get into that brush and want to hunt. And then she'd just get over the pile and she'd want to hunt. So I knew she could do this stuff, it's just we haven't done it in a long time, and so it's like riding a bike for her. It's a little rusty, and we got to get her back into this understanding of, yeah, I should keep going. I should keep pushing through. Good. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Very good. Good. Right here. Dead. Good. Good. Heel. Heel. Spry. Heel. Sit. Taylor. Taylor. Bella. Sit. Bella. Sit. Taylor. Taylor. Taylor, come here. Taylor, come here. Taylor, come here. Good. Sit. Bella, sit. Sit. Ready? 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 I feel like I gotta ramp her up, get that tail going, because she is sticky otherwise. Ready? Ready? Watch. Taylor, go back. Good. She's a much slower dog. Good. She took a little bit different jump to get over. She took a different spot. Good. I don't mind that dog laying down. I don't want her to start fooling around with stuff. I don't want her chewing on grass. I don't want her creeping. Good girl, come on. Come on. Come on, slowpoke. Good. Good, come on. Good girl. Here. Good. Did. Good girl. All right, so we've got one dummy out there from a launcher. Okay, clean this out. So what I'm gonna do, just to finish this out, get another opportunity for a shot, which is good for everybody, which is real good for Bella. Were your ears all right with that last one? You got the buds in. Take these, I'm gonna put these on. This is pretty loud, so you gotta cover your ears. Now I'm gonna do it another opportunity, not right next to Bella, but I am gonna be a little bit closer. I'm gonna shoot one this way. Ben, you get where you can see the dogs too. Shoot one that way, and then I'm gonna send the dog for that one. Watch. Good. Good. Spry, nice job. Pretty intense, real intense right now. I'm gonna know her off that and send her on this one. Heel. Sit. Too much excitement for her. Sit. Right back to the spot she started. Sit. Good. Good. You sit. Taylor, sit. Even Taylor gets a little excited when you start bringing a little gunfire in. It's when you can add levels of stuff to it, she gets a little more excited. Spry, heel. Now what I want to do is I want to get where I can stop. I can know her, spin 180 and send her. So I'm moving off just a little bit, getting a little bit away from Bella. Watch. No, heel. And when I say no, you just see it in their ears and they're turning themselves off of it. Watch. Spry. Pretty good line. She's gonna have to go into cover a little bit right there. Good girl. Good dog. She held the line. I just had her lined up to the left a little bit. Good dog. You saw her as she headed out of this cover, her head start to swivel. Here. Which was perfect because she carried through. Here, right here. Did. Heel. Now I'm gonna let her finish it. That was real nice. Spry. Bella's gotta sit. Sit. Good. Bella, sit. Ben, get on Bella here. So Bella got up, got antsy. I had to get her to sit. Now what the other thing that this drill just did for these dogs that was beneficial was, and my dogs are not good at it, was marking. Those two, they had to mark the distance. You could see she almost wanted to hunt through this first, as she hit this grass to that grass, she almost wanted to hunt, and you could see it based on her head, the way her head was swiveling. But she just pushed through, and that was real good. And I do think there was a lot of memory involved in that. I do think she remembered watching that dummy. All these dogs watched that dummy. All of them except Bella. I think Bella lost visual on it. And that one was pretty easy. That was only 50 yards, so good. So I'm good with these dogs. I think that's a real nice session with them today. I think Bella did a real nice job working through it. So now what we're gonna do, and Ben will end up cutting the camera, but we're gonna go back to the house and put the 3 older dogs up, and then we're gonna go work with Bella, and I'll show you what we're gonna do with her. And this is all part of her session today, but it's going to be 50% or even less probably, because her session will be shorter. It'll be 30% active stuff that I'm asking her to do and that we're working on, and it'll be 70% of non-active observation, but being okay with that, healing with these guys and being under control, not breaking, not whining, minimal whining. We'll get through that. That's just overexcitement. But getting her to get used to being okay, observing and not being so in the middle of the action. So heal. So we'll heal them all back, and then we'll go work her. Heal. And this session doesn't end now and we just let them go run. They all heal back under control, all the way to the house, all the way to their places, or kennels, or if we're going to put them in their crates. But these guys will just go into the house and get on their beds. Heal. But it doesn't end right now, or what we just worked so, heal, or what we just worked so hard on is quick to fade away. Okay, so we cut here, put the other dogs away. It's a long video, this is gonna be a long session, but like I said, 30% of it is not her doing anything, but it is equally valuable as far as the takeaway from today. Now what we're gonna do is I should say 70%. 30% is gonna be this, a little more action. We are gonna work on some things. So we struggled with her she wanted to skirt around the fence where I had it set up before, and I said, you know, I might end up changing it. So we did change it. This is an area that we're gonna start using along this fence. It's a really nice straight corridor. It's mowed, it's a nice alley, and we're gonna start using it for lining with her. It didn't work well in the winter with the snow. It was just too deep of snow, but we use this in the spring and in the summer a lot. And then we go in, and it's actually my neighbor's pasture, and they let us use it, and it works out great for doing 90-degree stuff, using these fence lines as guides for the dog. It's like giving her a ruler to draw a straight line. It just helps them quite a bit. Today the objective we're gonna do is I'm gonna work on sending her along this line. Two things we're gonna work on. Going across the barrier, which is what we just worked on with the older dogs, but we're just gonna simplify it and scale it way down, make it one barrier. There's a little tree line here with a ditch of water. And so I'm gonna go to the other side with her, and we're gonna work on going through that. We've built a barrier, we built a fence here. So we're gonna work on her getting up and over the fence. We're not gonna tie that in necessarily, I don't think, with the tree line. Two different types of barriers, both equally capable of throwing her off and getting her stuck, having her run into them and not wanna push her way through. And then we've got the ability to run long. We can run nice and long here and stretch out. And we can do that by maybe using the barrier today. I want to see how she does. I don't want her getting in a habit of running around it. That's where this is going to help a lot. Just this fence. It's just as easier for her to go around it. She doesn't know that. And visually, that fence looks like a wall. We stretched it across where the thickest spot of the little whips are. Over in here, it would be hard to do because it's nice and open and she'd want to run around it. So we'd run into kind of a similar situation to what we had. Now what we're going to do is put it into just this little bit of whip brush, and that will help create another wall. So start out with her. First objective is just get her going up and over. We're going to tell her to go over. We're going to use the command over. Heel. I'm going to make her wait, over. Good. And get her over. Now, again, this is a point where I have to get a little bit better with my lead. Make sure it doesn't get under her arm like it just did. Wait, over. Good. And you can see this is kind of fun for her. She's enjoying it. Wait, over. Good. Get the lead up and over. Heel, wait, over. Good. Now she's all on her own. Just got the adjustable leader collar. Heel. Wait. Over. Good. Heel. Good. A little sloppy on that turn. This is as much a heel exercise as anything. Heel. Good. There, she's starting to come in. Good. There it is. Heel. Heel. Sit. I should have grabbed a whistle when I brought the other dogs in. Here, over, good, heel. Give her a little bit of a running start at it, heel. So there is some athleticism that needs to take place here too. She's got a time, sit. I've got this fence folded over. I don't have it as high as it, we're gonna raise it up eventually. But she's got to figure out this depth part too. You see the last time I gave her a running go at it, she clipped the fence. Here, here, over, good, heel, good, heel, heel, sit. If I had the whistle, we could get a nice little sit to the whistle right here. Here, here, over, good, here, sit, good dog, good dog, hold, hold, good, good, here, over, good, hold, hold, don't sacrifice your delivery just because of this, hold right here, good, right here, very nice, right here, come on, good, did, good dog, heel, heel, sit, sit, Bella, good, right here, over, here, 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 hold, hold, did, heel, Bella, here, ha, ah, 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 ah. Sit, hold, hold, here, over, good, hold, very good, good, did, sit, good. That's how quickly they will form a habit that we don't want. Want her coming right back and over. And so she just got a little loose, excited, had a chance to run, get the dummy, went, I can go right under here and go right around. There's really no reason to jump. Here, here, over, good. Right here, right here, right here. We got to eliminate that flaring out. Dead, good, good, hold, hold, good. Here, here, come on, over, heel, good, very good. That time I just step in the way of her. Good, did, good, good, good. Bella, sit, sit, good. Over, good. Here, right here, good, good, did, good, good. That's about enough of that for right now. Here, 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 sit, sit, good, good. So let's take, now we're gonna move down. I probably don't need this right now. We'll come back to this. So we darn near got through with it without an issue. The one time we took the biggest step, she got excited, you just saw everything change about her and she went, I can run underneath this. So we'll see how, I liked how we chopped it up then and made it into shorter little sessions, up and over, up and over, up and over. One time I pitched it over, she jumped and I told her sit. So she sit and held the dummy and then came over, which is what we were doing before. It's just this time we added going over. We'll get there, no big deal. If I have to, I'll take this fence and I'll wrap it and I'll pitch it. And she can get it and she can get all as excited as she wants and she won't be able to get underneath. I don't think we're gonna have to do that. Heel. So from that, we're gonna move here. That's one barrier. Here's another barrier. Now, make a note of this. The first day we're doing it, and we ran into a little bit of issue. It certainly didn't go perfectly. Sit. Make note of it because I don't know how long it'll be. It might be a week or so. But I bet you, and we'll see how she does with this barrier. This is just a different type of barrier. Within a week or so, we'll be sending her from 150, 200 yards down that way, over this barrier, across this ditch, through these trees, out into that field to make a pick and back. I know we will. It's just going to take a while for us to get there. And we're gonna have to master each piece and then put them all back together. Heel. So first she's just gotta get comfortable going up and over. Now, I do know that she has a little bit of an issue in the walking through water. She just doesn't, she's not real big on heeling perfectly through water. She gets a little excited in the water. I think she gets a little cold. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slip the lead on. Ben, you're not gonna walk through this water. You stay on this side. I'm just gonna walk across, drop a dummy, come back, and we're gonna send her through. Nice and easy. But we're gonna walk through at a challenging pace for her. We're not just gonna go flying through. And you'll notice it was a nice loose lead the whole way. There was no correction. She's not lunging to get through in front of me. If I didn't have her on lead, I think she probably would have. So I'm just coming through it, clearing that little bit of barrier. Take a dummy. Watch. 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 Yeah. Bring her back through the barrier. This is kind of a little bit of a double. You got the water that you're going across. You've also got the idea of going through basically a tree line. Now it's pretty deep here. And so I go slow so I don't fall, which makes her pay attention to me. Again, nice loose lead. We didn't have her pulling us through, lunging to get through any quicker than we wanted her. We'll come back. I'm actually going to use this fence to help me with her delivery. That'll help slow her down. Just like when we were running into issues where she was blowing way by me, we just put her back to the garage or a fence or good. That was real nice. I slipped that lead on and off for another opportunity to practice that. Good dog. Chin up. Good. Don't want her changing anything when we take it on and off. Don't want her feeling like she's got unlocked door of freedom. We wait a little bit longer. I talk a little bit more. I say, it's not so much to make it, doesn't make any sense or there's no value to the talking right now, but it's steadying her up so that she doesn't go on the first noise. She doesn't go on the first snap. I get in a habit of snapping my fingers when I line the dogs. Snap doesn't mean go. Watch. Bella. Here's where she's got to push through. Good. Good. I time my good with her pushing through. Good dog. Come on. There, she wanted to get a little squirrely. She thought maybe she could go around this. Come on. Okay, she wants to go around it. Good dog. Very good. Hold right. No, 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 no. Right here. Hold. Right here. Hold. Hold. I don't want that shake. A lot of times that's where you get a dog to spit a dummy. Hold. It's the first time we've really had the opportunity to do that since she was just a wee little puppy when we had her swimming last summer. Good. Good. Dead. Dead. Now shake. Now if she wanted to shake, I wouldn't mind her shaking. Go ahead. She's already shook, but so I want to hold them up from shaking until I get the dummy. When I get the dummy, then I can give them a shake and I can take a step back and go, okay, shake. Shake it off. Heel. Heel. Good. That was real nice. There's some things that we could do better. She wanted to go across, she wanted to go around this water on the way back twice. She thought, I wonder if there's an easier way. There wasn't. So finally she just sucked it up and took the jump, made a leap, tried to get across. A little bit different. This time we don't walk across the barrier, this time we throw across the barrier. Watch. Heel. It's the only difference. This time we stopped just shy of the barrier. So now she's got to push through the spot we stopped. Probably not going to be an issue. Could be, but probably not going to be. We'll come back to the same spot and send her, and then that'll be it. Plenty for her today. Sit. Good. Good. Watch. Bella. There's where it's hanging up. She's got to get through there. She's got to get through there. Good. Good girl. So that was enough to throw her off. I want to let her figure this out. Good. Good. She's not sure if it's in there or through there, and she's got to push through. I'm going to give her one more chance. Good. I really want her to go through on her own, but if she doesn't, I'm going to get closer and reline her. No! Here. 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 Heel. So that was enough to throw her off. Heel. I didn't expect it to, but it did. So we're just going to move closer. Bella. Good. Good girl. That's a good dog. Very good. Come on. Come on. Very good. Very good. Easy, 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 easy. Good. Easy. Good. Very good. Dead. A little sloppy. Hold. Hold. Very good. Hold. Hold. Very good. Here. Hold. Hold. Trying to avoid that shake. Dead. Dead. Good. Good. Go ahead. Shake. Go ahead. Go ahead. Good. Sit. Good. Heel. So because we ran into that issue, I wanted to redo that. Good. I want to end it on that one. Heel. I want to end it on her learning from whatever it was we just did. Good. Watch. Watch. Heel. Really want to get her to nail it to end it. Not going to go back all the way. Sit. Bella. She wants to go through the thickest part. She's not taking the path. She's going to have to figure this out before we're done. No! No! Here! Here! Come on! Come on! Bella, here! Not having the whistle right now, could be on here, here, right here, right here. Don't get too hard on her, but so Tone had to get her back. Didn't have the whistle. Now we're going nice and short. Watch. Bella. Good. Good girl. She just doesn't like that water. She does everything she can to try to get through it without having to step in that water. Good girl. Come on. Come on. Good dog. Right here. Hold. 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 Very nice. Very nice. Dead. Very good. Very good. Sit. Right here. Right here. Sit. Sit. Good. Watch. Bella. She's real struggling to figure this out. Here, no, right here, right here, no, right here, right here, come here, come here. Sit, I'm gonna scooch over a little bit. This should help her with the trail. She just won't take the trail across. She wants to go through the thickest part. The thickest part hangs her up. Bella. No, here, no, here, right here, heel, heel, right here, right here, right here. We're really gonna simplify it for her. Bella. Good, she hates that part. Good, good dog, come on, here, come on, here. Ah, nah, 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 nah. Now she's really getting distracted by something. I don't know if there's mice there. Here! Come on. Come on. Come on. Good. Come on. Come on. Right here. Hold. 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 Now that's the first time we've seen her drop a dummy and switch off to something. There was something there. Whether it was a mouse or something. Here, here, here. Again, we're to the point now where we're really struggling to find a win here to end on. Sit, sit. And we're kind of downward spiraling. I mean, we went from a pretty simple thing that she was doing pretty easily, I thought, to really getting complicated, making it seem complicated when it isn't. Struggling. Kind of getting me a little pissed off, actually. So this is that point. I just did a podcast on the idea of when you get to this point, you have to recognize it and realize it. I don't want to quit. Like I said, I don't want to end on a bad note. I'd like to end it on a real positive note. That wasn't the worst note, but it wasn't very good either. Well, we don't want to end it on the first time she spits a bumper on me, chops it out a little bit, and then recollects it and picks it back up, but I don't want to end it on that. I don't want to end it on 3 or 4 times now we can't get her to push through this cover without doing a trailing memory. So should we do more trailing memories? That might be the answer. Should we simplify the marked part? That might be the answer. That's what I'm going to try to do right now. But I also got to recognize myself to say, don't get upset about it. Don't let this thing go so backwards because you're disappointed in what's going on, because I am. I mean, that's the truth, but we can't convey that to her. Good. Bella. She clearly doesn't enjoy this that much. She's a little short. Good girl, very good, come on. That's a good dog. Good girl, hold, hold, hold. Get this out before she shakes. Remember that was an issue. Dead, shake, shake, good, good. Sit, sit, good, sit, sit, good dog. Good girl, I am gonna give her a lot of praise. Because a minute ago I wanted to give her a punt. Good, good. And so I'm gonna end it on something we're getting pretty good at. Very good. Put that collar on and off. Very good. Very good. And then we'll heel back, and that's it. So there's plenty to work on, but like I said, mark my word, it'll take us some time. We'll be going across multiple bumpers. We'll be going nice and long. We'll be running some doubles. The thing that concerns me a little bit is that blinking at the dummy right there. And so we haven't hold conditioned her yet. It's not been formal. It's been shaping to get to that. And so at some point, if that would become an issue again, if I see that again, I'm not going to panic after one time. It's the first time I've seen it. If I were to see it again, I'd probably say that's it. We're going to go hold condition and get through it, get so that it's 100%. That might be what we need to do anyway. At some point we're going to have to, and it's going to creep in on us otherwise. So that's probably not real far, because I want to get onto some other stuff now that it's getting nice out. I want to start handling her. She's stopping to the whistle really nice. We got to get to the point where now we're going to start setting her back. This is the perfect spot to do it. These corridors, using these fence lines, is the perfect spot to channel them straight back, get them going rights and lefts along with their backs to the fence. It's just a perfect scenario for that. So there's a lot of stuff I want to do with her, but we're going to have to make sure that we don't have some fundamental stuff that becomes an issue with it. So not a bad session all in all. Good.
Drive home, and I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned